Yay! Hi, everybody. Look, did I press the right button? Sorry, y'all were late. We were having a chat, Thought we'd start live and include the rest of you in the chat. How's everybody doing? Happy Monday. I'm in a good mood because I didn't have to go into the office today.
So, did you just take the day off because you had something to do? Or
no, I didn't. I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, but I thought, why go into work on Monday to take off Tuesday? Might as well to take off Monday because it's Monday.
Got it.
Right? 5-day weekend. Yeah. So Tiffany, let's start with you. What are you reading?
I have I don't know, a minute and a half left in Fondant Fumble, which is the 16th in the Cupcake Bakery, the new one in the Cupcake Bakery. I think it's number 16. And then I'm reading Bloody Heart, which is a mafia romance. Not loving it. Feels very different than the others. Very, very different. And then I'm listening to a fireman romance and reading The Enemy Yunoki, number 3 in the Italian Chef. So I have 2 eyeballs, 2 audio.
Well done. Well done. Storm, what about you?
I figured since I haven't really read a whole lot today that maybe I should try to finish up the Crime and Parchment for my...
Oh, did you? Oh, good job.
I'm at 57%.
How are you liking it?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's okay. I think it's my mood that's, because, it wasn't like on my radar. And so it's like, it's okay. But I mean, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It did win for best first book.
I like the characters. They're not bad or anything. I think it's just me being,
Fishnickety?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Fishnickety?
How about you, Sarah?
I only got 2 chapters of this. Considering I did nothing all day, I literally sat here and stared at the TV. I got 2 chapters read of the 5-Year Lie, but I am really enjoying this. The back and forth in time is quite good. It's, a lot of because the main character's family owns a company that installs, security things on your doorbell. So it's a lot of invasion of privacy kind of things so yeah. So far, but I'm about a quarter of the way through it, I'd say. So I am enjoying it. And then I did only get a chapter read. You're not going to see the cover. A chapter read today of the Colton book. I read that during my lunch break when I was having lunch with Garrett. But yeah, I think this is the one that's going to draw my attention tonight because it seems to be the one that I'm more interested in. So not that I'm not liking the Colton book, but you know what I mean? When you're drawn to a book. Yeah. And I did borrow this on audio from Everand, but I'm kind of really enjoying holding a physical book and reading it. Anyway, so let's see what everybody is up to in the comments. Crafty Annie, hello, welcome. Heidi ho, everyone.
Heidi ho.
Heidi ho, good neighbor. Tonight I'm continuing the saga of Under the Breaking Sky by Nick Clausen. It's 59 plus hours of listening pleasure. Post-apocalyptic mayhem. I would recommend the series.
Wow, 59 hours.
Now that is a commitment.
That's
right
2.5 days.
Right? If you did nothing but listen to it.
If you did, yeah. If you did nothing.
No, Amy, right? I'm so horrible with names. Hello, everyone. I'm currently reading The Daughter of Smoke and Bone by is it Lanny Taylor?
I think it's Lanny Taylor.
I would say Lonnie, something like that.
I know she's big on BookTube, or was when BookTube was I used to hear her name all the time. Hi, Sharon. That sounds right up my alley. Yep. Anita, good evening. Tonight I'm going to be reading A Wealth of Deception by Trish Eston. Excellent. Oh, our favorite, Barbara. Good afternoon, everyone. Barbara here, reporting for duty. Reading Tuesdays with Maury, drinking water, and blood orange seltzer, eating Hershey peanut butter cups. I want to be like Barb when I grow up.
Right? That's amazing.
And he says it's one of the best books she's ever read.
Wow.
Esther, hi Esther. Hi there, everyone. I'm still reading Demon Copperhead by Barbara Kingsolver. 30% into a 560 pager. You guys are reading some epic books.
Yeah. Big chunkies.
Big chunky monkeys. Cajun, hi all. I'm about to finish Mistakes and Heartbreaks at Seabury number 8. I'm so nervous for the main character. I'm actually invested in the romance and not just the rest of the story. Who am I?
What have we done to Cajun?
Cheryl, hi everyone. Hope everyone is doing well. I'm going to be listening to The Ghost Orchard by Jonathan Kellerman. Excellent.
Ooh. That sounds creepy.
Sounds like a book for you, Tiffany.
Yeah, it sounds creepy.
Good afternoon. I'm at the end of Peaches and Scream, and hopefully I'll finish it. Maybe. Oh, you can get it done. Annie says, I will have my cataract surgery in July. Will be finally able to read an actual book again. I can't wait. Oh, that's exciting.
Good for you. Oh, that's exciting.
Excellent news. I'm going to hopefully finish Nothing But Trouble, number 11 in the Bake Shop Mystery Series. Tomorrow, my copy of number 2 in the All Souls trilogy arrives, and I want to start that.
Nice.
Yay.
Barbara, you are awesome, Cajun. That's who you are. Aw,
Exactly.
that's sweet. Janine, hi everyone. Getting ready to start her Island Homecoming by Anna J. Stewart. I recommend Anna J. Stewart. She's a delightful person to talk to as well. Moira, hi everyone. I'm about to finish Patch of Trouble, number 6 in the Southern Quilting series, and then I will be back to my reread of A Whale of Murder, number 7 in the Grey Whale series.
Excellent.
Cajun's thanking Barb. Hi all. Not sure what I'm reading yet. Just finished Shady Hollow by Juano?
Juno?
Black? Juno?
Juno.
Thank you. Kim
And
says,
did you
hi, all.
like it, Mother Goose? I'm curious because, it's one of those like animal talking.
Oh, I was going to say, is it a middle grade?
Oh, okay.
It's not a middle grade. It's a mystery. It's like a cozy mystery with animal people in it. Or whatever. Sonia really likes it. I think she's read all of them in the series.
Cool. Esther, ham and Swiss cheese wrap for dinner. That sounds
Ooh,
delightful.
that sounds really good.
It.
Sounds good.
I have a big TBR, but I'm not sure what I'm in the mood for.
Always.
I used to not be a mood reader. Now I'm all about the mood reading. So it, it can change as you go through life. Kim says, I need to finish by Booker by Kirk by Eva Gates. I adore that series. Dinner was penne with pesto and getting ready for some pudding. Ooh, that sounds delicious.
That sounds good.
Annie, hi all. Reading Smile Beach Murder by Alicia Bassett.
How are you liking that, Annie?
Moira. Oh, and I made egg salad sandwiches with vanilla yogurt. So peanut butter toast it is. Oh no, I'm assuming you made it by accident.
I realized at first I didn't thought she was just saying it, but then she said, "Oh, peanut butter toast." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
I'm sorry.
Some people eat some weird things, so
I know, but that's why at first I was like, "Okay, that's different," and then you do you, boo boo.
Mayonnaise, vanilla yogurt,
whatevs. Karen says, hi everyone. Tonight I'm reading The Stranger in the Library by Eva Gates, book number 11. Oh, we might have a bingo.
I need to get to that one.
Yay, I got approved for both books in the Alia Alexander new bookshop series. I'm hoping I like her new series. Excellent. I've made that kind of mistake before. Yeah, I think we've all made something of that nature before.
For sure.
Esther says, here for all you cheese shop mystery lovers. The cheese shop here is now selling donkey cheese made from, donkey milk. I'm not sure.
Did you guys ever watch Superstore?
No.
Superstore?
No. I know which one you're talking about, though, but no.
There's a guy on there that wants to make human milk. And they're like, you mean breast milk cheese? He's like, well, let's call it. It's just a whole bit. You have to watch it. It's hilarious.
Oh, my God. I've heard it's a good show. I have to, maybe one of these days I'll get to it.
Hysterical. Do you like The Office?
I do. I just got into The Office, actually. Okay. I didn't watch it when it was on television.
It's a lot like The Office, but in like a Walmart. But it's also like the crazy things that the shoppers will do. Like no matter what's going on, like it's the middle of like literally a hurricane, and the top is being ripped off the thing, and they're like, this guy's like, does this toothpaste have tartar control? And they're all like underneath. I mean, it's just hysterical. It's very funny.
Probably very accurate too.
I'm sure. Yes.
Cajun says, Moira, at first I was worrying if that was on purpose. Peanut butter toast is good though. Yes, it is. And Garrett and I ran over to the grocery store and we bought those fresh loaves of bread that last like a day for $1. So we bought that. I might have grilled cheese for tonight for dinner.
Ooh, yeah.
Kim says, not sure what I'm eating tonight. Had a big lunch after the memorial service today. Oh, I'm so sorry you had to go to a memorial today. Karen says to Crafty Annie, that's wonderful. Moira, I don't recommend it. Did you eat it before you realized?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Oh, no.
Did you like try it and then you're like,
Well, you know how you mixed it up and then you try it to make sure it's to your liking? I'm sure she probably,
Yeah,
and then you're like, is my mayonnaise exposed?
Mayo.
Do you guys have Miracle Whip in the States?
Yeah.
Okay. I hate it. I think it's disgusting. I prefer mayo over Miracle Whip, but my mom always makes macaroni salad with Miracle Whip. My grandmother always made it with mayonnaise. And I always thought that when my mom made it, that her mayo had gone bad because of the dip. It's more vinegar, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is. It's a little sweet. It has a little sweeter like taste.
Yeah. And I was just thinking, like, I always say I prefer grandma's.
Miracle Whip. That's what I grew up on was Miracle Whip. And so
Yeah.
it took me a long time to get used to just like regular mayo.
Yeah. Yeah. I love
growing up,
mayo.
my family used Miracle Whip, but I prefer mayo now. Like that's all I buy. But my dad only ate Miracle Whip.
I always thought that Miracle was mayonnaise. I just thought it was just like
I did
a
too.
brand name.
I did
And
too.
when I was in high school, we had French fry on Fridays, like $2 for this big thing of fries. And my girlfriend used to like put mayo on them. And I'm like, that's disgusting. And I'm like, oh my God, this is delicious. She was like, yeah, this is mayo. I'm like, what is this? I thought mayo was in a jar.
I did too. I really did.
Sorry for your loss. Yes. Read Finger O'Reilly, Irish Country Doctor by Patrick Taylor.
Nice.
Excellent. Cajun, hope you can rest and relax, and also hope that your knee is better. Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh,
We had ranch hamburgers and fries for dinner. That
Ooh.
sounds good. I made the hamburgers and fries. Were store-bought frozen, not my favorite, but healthier than fast food. I cooked them in the oven. Excellent.
Yeah.
I'm
Get
thinking
it,
about
boo-boo.
making another
Get it.
chai tea. I recommend chai tea.
Get it.
Every time you say that, I start craving a chai tea. Barb says, I bought Heidi's Guide to 4-Letter Words on Audible. Second time I will listen to it. Love the mom and her casseroles. If you have not read that book, you need to read it, and you need to read it on audio because it's amazing.
Was she the one that was reading? I know somebody was
reading it just last night.
and we were like, and they're like, somebody's read that before. And I said, I'm pretty sure it was Sarah.
Oh yeah, I read that a couple years ago, and it was hysterical. Like it reads as you're listening to it on audio. It sounds like a radio drama because there's like her phone will ring or she pushes back her chair and
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the mother, the voice, it's hysterical. Excellent choice, Barb. I had Mexican food for an early dinner. Chicken quesadillas. Yum. Hi, Kay. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Tiffany. Hi, Storm. Reading A High Tide Murder by Emily George. Having beef and Guinness stew over mashed potatoes. And sharing my growing love of cozies with the like button. Thank you, Kay.
And that supper sounds delicious.
It does. And we do appreciate here that you're sharing with us what you're eating.
100%.
It sounds like whenever she says something like that, I always sound like she's at a pub eating a meal or something.
Right? Mm. Ro, hello. Still reading The Pickle Cozy. Have about 100 books on my mind to start next. It's a problem. I do bag chai, so cheaper than Starbucks for my chai tea habit. I have chai tea from David's, and I have a pumpkin chai and a s'more chai tea, and they're delicious. I started it last Monday, and I have 18 hours left for her 59-hour book.
Wow.
You're moving through that pretty quickly.
That is pretty.
Mm-hmm. Yum. To Barb. Crafty Ann says, I'm eating Reese dipped pretzels fresh from the freezer. I approve of that message.
It sounds good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good.
Rose says, chicken and rice burritos for dinner soon. That sounds good too. I have a powder mix, but it's too late to be having caffeine for me. Yeah. I have decaffeinated chai tea, so perfect for the evenings. Oh, excellent. I loved Shady Hollow.
Okay.
There you go. I'll have to look for that. Thanks. I didn't know that there was decaf.
Yeah, my friend Barb really enjoys it, and I've heard good things about it. I just haven't tried it.
It's on her growing list.
Thank you.
Smile Beach Murder is really good. She puts a lot of lovely descriptions of the settings, and there's a bookshop in it. Oh, thank you, Annie.
Yeah, I've seen the cover on it is really cool. Thank you, Annie. I mean, it's on my TBR, but I've just been wondering about it. Cool.
She has to Cajun. The tea I get is Bigelow decaffeinated spiced chai tea bags. Excellent. Thank you. Just thank you to her. Donkey cheese, $600 to $1,000 a pound.
That better be some really good cheese.
I don't like cheese that much.
Yeah.
In the fourth book, there was like a specialty. In the fourth book of the cheese shop, there was like a specialty blue cheese. And then she gave like facts about a blue cheese that won an award for like in the country at a national cheese event or whatever. And I looked it up and it was like that much a pound.
Oh my
The winning
Lord.
cheese was like to buy some of it. I was like, I could go on vacation for this. Like, nah.
I'm not a cheese
I
connoisseur.
could buy
That's my
enough groceries for a couple of months with that price, let alone
Right?
like, just the cheese.
Oh,
Lord.
I mean, right?
That's
Each
crazy.
to their own,
Yeah.
but it's not for me.
Well, you know,
Oh, I love cheese. I mean, I love cheese, but there was no way I'd pay anything like that for cheese.
Oh,
I
good
mean,
Lord.
I guess it's kind of like those wine people that pay those extravagant
Thousands and thousands of dollars for a bottle of wine because it's a
Yeah.
certain vintage or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hate Miracle Whip too. I love mayo. Yes. Mayo on all the things. Miracle Whip is disgusting. It's sweet. Thank you.
Yeah, see, because
Um,
it's sweet, that I think that's why I liked it. Because like when we would make like egg salad and stuff, I like a sweeter flavored.
Oh,
like,
okay.
salad.
Okay.
So now if I do it with mayo, I have to put like some kind of sweetener in it and mix it. Because it doesn't taste the same.
That's
my
funny.
dad used to feed us peanut butter and Miracle Whip sandwiches.
Oh,
And it must be like, okay, I thought that like he was just like, you know, mom was gone and he was left in charge of dinner. But then like it's a real thing. And
Mhm.
I
yeah.
said
You're
that
not
to
the first
someone-
person to say something like that.
I know. And then somebody said, oh, well, the only thing he didn't put on it was sweet pickles. I'm like, okay, let me just tell you, the only thing that could have made a peanut butter and Miracle Whip sandwich worse is sweet pickles. I'm just saying. And then I saw Good Morning America one day where some chef was making grilled peanut butter and he was using mayo, but peanut butter mayo sandwiches with sweet pickles and it was like grilling them like a grilled cheese. I don't know. I just thought my dad was trying to feed us.
It's like those people, the ones that like they eat those they have a donut and then they put the burger on it, you know, make a
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Just
there's
like-
a baseball
yes,
stadium
yes.
here that
I
does
just
that.
don't know
Not
about
here.
that. I'm like, I just don't know about a donut and a burger. But and my friend, she likes to put peanut butter on her hamburgers, and I'm just like, she's like, you need to try it. I'm like, I just can't do it.
I had a friend who used to dip her pizza in ketchup.
I dip mine in ranch, but I've never dipped it.
See, that makes sense, but to me, not ketchup. But that anyway. Again, each to their own.
Each their own, that's right.
Yeah.
I tasted it, yes, and I had added pepper, dill, and hot pepper. Oh no,
Oh boy.
you poor thing.
Ugh. But you know, if it would have been fantastic, Moira, you would have had a new dish on hand.
Yeah.
Right? And
You would have
been
just
telling people they would have been like,
penicillin.
It would have been a happy accident, but
Right?
it wasn't a happy accident.
because sometimes
because you
that
know how
happens, too.
sometimes like things like that are
Yeah.
really odd get started are just like what happened.
That's
there.
right. That's right.
You know?
Oh no. Yep. We're not laughing at you. We're laughing with you, Moira.
Right. I've definitely done it before.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's because everybody's done something like that before you. I think I one time I was making a Asian meal or whatever it is, and I grabbed the Worcestershire sauce instead of the soy sauce, and I told Dad, I was like, if it has a wonky little flavor, it's I caught myself after I'd already a little bit.
My grandmother used to make spaghetti sauce, and it was always a little bit spicier than, but it wasn't the sauce itself. She would actually add a full bottle of spicy ketchup to the sauce.
Oh.
And you know what? It was freaking good. It was really good. But with tomato sauce and your vegetables and your meat and your whatever, right? So, but yeah.
And then you put spicy stuff in it thinking that's what she did. And you're like, well, why doesn't it taste this?
Precisely. It's like there's grandma with a bottle of ketchup. And he is, I love Mariquip as a kid. As an adult, I hate it. Now I love mayo. Sherry's BLTs and Checkers fries for us. I'm assuming Checkers is a restaurant.
Yeah.
That's
fast food.
Hello, Dream. Welcome. Thanks, y'all. Just so sad. I get it, Kim. Come hang out with us. Hopefully we can make you laugh a little.
That's right. Checkers is also some kinds called rallies. If you've heard of rallies, it's that sometimes they call it both. I don't know why.
I was gonna say I've heard like Checkers and rallies and stuff.
Yeah. They have good fries.
Excellent. No, make it myself. If I was at a pub, I might have a cocktail too. Yes, I probably would too. Kim says, and my knees feels better today, but it's hard to go up and down steps. Oh, that's too bad. Last one, and then we're going to jump into our reading sprints. Barbara says, I just like black tea, lemon, no sugar, because that's the way God intended it.
Unsweet tea, no lemon.
Oh,
just unsweet.
I learned my lesson the first time I went to the States. I went to a thing and they're like, can I get a nice tea? They're like, do you want it sweetened? And I'm like, oh, yes, please. And I had 67 cavities after that. So
Yeah.
y'all and your sweet tea, you don't muck around with that.
Yeah. And if you thought it was, go down south.
I was going to say, it's probably even worse. Yeah. This was in like upstate New York.
Yeah. The Southerns, they love their sweet tea.
Yep.
Yes.
Hilarious. All right, everybody, we're going to sprint for 30 minutes. I will put a little banner thingy up, and we will see you at the top of the hour.
Right.
Happy reading, everybody.
Happy reading.
So how did everybody do?
Hello. Good. I finished my book, Fondant Fumble.
Yay!
It was very, very good. I mean, as always,
Excellent.
I love that series. And then I gave it probably 4 cups of coffee. And then I started my new audiobook is the next in the Campers and Criminals because they put out 33 and 34 on audio.
Ooh.
So I'm listening number 33. It's called Woods, Witness, and Wedding, or Wedding, Witness, and Woods, something. I don't know. W's. It's W's with the word wedding in it. So I'm assuming, And what else? Oh, and the hockey game game 2 is getting ready to start in.
I know Garrett's very prepared.
Is he running for Edmonton?
Yes, of course. We need to root for the Canadiens.
That's right. Yeah, I figured.
Yeah. How'd you do, Storm?
Oh, good. I got to 72% in this, and I did a few exercises, and
Good for you.
I kind of toned it down a little bit today because I didn't want to just not do it, but I thought, well, because my back's been kind of bothering me, so I just did a little bit of what I've been doing, and that way I feel like at least I did something.
No, absolutely. Absolutely. Good for you.
That's amazing.
Yeah, no, you're much more productive than, well, I made and ate my dinner, my grilled cheese sandwich. And I read a chapter of the Colton by Marriage book only because I find ebook is easier when you're eating because you don't have to hold it.
Yeah.
You just sit it on the table.
Yeah, true.
So that's what I did there. Let's jump back into the comments. Ro says, I've been making a lot of iced tea lately. Me too, Ro, to be completely honest. I've been taking one like every day to work.
Now that I've pretty much quit drinking soda and everything, soda, even the diet soda is too sweet and everything. So I have to make sure that I have tea made so I have something to drink.
I've sort of taken myself off of coffee. But on the weekends, I allow myself a cold brew from McDonald's. That's my treat. But, I really shouldn't be having too much coffee. But I've been taking iced tea to work every day.
I try not to have more than a couple of cups and everything. And a lot of times, if we go to Hardee's, when we go there, I have 1 cup because I don't like Hardee's coffee.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, okay.
But when I'm at home, I may indulge in 2 cups.
Yeah. I just find because I'm not a coffee drinker because I like coffee. I'm the fancy coffee drinker. I'm the one who likes the really, fancy, not
all
fancy,
the good
but
stuff in it.
Exactly. I'm the pumpkin spice latte girl, basically, right? So I would put these creamers in and it's just pure sugar. I can't. So part of it, trying to be better. Plus I have an entire cabinet full of tea from David's Tea, plus 2 of the iced tea pitcher things. I'm like, I should really be using this.
Yeah, because will that go bad after a while?
As long as you keep it sealed, it's fine.
Yeah,
which I do. So, I make iced tea and then mix it with Minute Maid lemonade. Ooh, that sounds delicious.
Yeah, I'm just not one of those that likes to put flavors in my tea either. So that's why I don't like, you like the teas and stuff. And I'm just
I like all the different
flavors in my coffee, but I can't put flavors in tea.
I got two new David's Tea iced tea flavors for the summer. One is called Galactic Grape, and it tastes like a grape, not a soda, but like a grape drink, but it's a tea. And the other one is called Rocket something, and those rocket popsicles, the red, white, and blue ones. That's what they taste like. And I'm like, oh. Yeah, and they're it's sugar free. It's whatever. So, and I don't put anything in it.
Chocolate protein powder, so I can get more protein, and I add it to my coffee and mix it, and it tastes like like a mocha because it's chocolate.
Nice.
Oh yeah, that's smart.
Hey,
and it doesn't have as much sugar as some of those things that you put in it. So.
It's true. It's true.
If you hear something that sounds like Darth Vader,
it's Kairu.
He is right next to the speaker.
An Arnold Palmer tea and lemonade. I love that too. Esther says the name of that cheese is Pule, Pule.
Wow.
I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Cajun says my daddy ate peanut butter, mayo, banana, and bologna sandwiches. Yes, all in one sandwich. Ugh.
Peanut butter and mayo. See, it's
I think I'm
My-
gonna be glad that my parents never had some weird taste like that, so we never ate anything like that.
My dad used to eat bologna, like grilled bologna sandwiches, like just like a grilled cheese, but he used bologna. But he would put relish on it. That was the thing that he liked. But his very favorite was sardines on toast.
Now, see the relish on the bologna, I can
Isn't
see
the-
that because you would put relish on a hot dog.
Exactly.
and so that
Yeah,
kind of,
yeah.
you know.
But to me, in my little brain, that was like very like odd,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But the sardines on the toast.
Oh, and then he would give my mom grief when she would make egg salad because he hated the smell of the eggs. The sardines were perfectly acceptable.
And it's like, have you smelled those sardines you're eating?
Yeah.
I can eat sardines if I like put them with like some almond flour and kind of mix them up and make little balls out of them and like fry them. So like make little patties, like sardine patties. So like you would do like a tuna patty or a fish
Sure.
patty.
Yeah. Yeah.
And everything, and then dunk them in tartar sauce or something. I can eat them that way.
My grandmother used to make, we called it cream gravy. And it was like the most basic thing ever. It was just like toast, and she would make like a white gravy, and then we put it on the toast and lots of salt and pepper. My father used to put salmon on the toast and then cover it in the gravy stuff. That was his favorite, but I haven't had good
We did
gravy.
something similar to that, and I always called it poor man's biscuit and gravy because we didn't have biscuits, but we had bread, and we make the gravy and put it on top of the bread.
Exactly. Delicious. I love it.
Aw.
Annie, my mom always used Miracle Whip, I think, because it added sweetness. Us kids were more likely to like it. I like mayo better.
I like that better too.
Phone, I'll try to get back. Okie dokie. Moira, oh well then, my egg salad sandwich is not that bad.
There you go.
There are some other stranger combinations
See?
that people actually like. At least you tried it and go, ugh, and you threw it away.
Yeah, exactly. But somebody in this chat was like, I should really try that in my egg salad.
Well, here's what I'm wondering. Did Moira, were you gonna do you have Greek yogurt and vanilla yogurt and you grabbed the wrong one? Because
so that's my question. Do you use yogurt in your egg salad as opposed to mayo?
Yeah, because I know some people that do that for the extra protein and things like that. And so I was curious.
I know some people who do it for a Weight Watcher recipe.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Does it change the taste a lot? I'm curious.
I mean, I think it might be a little more tart, but
I would say so, yeah.
And I know
So
some other
if
people that half the mayo and half sour cream and mix it up too.
yeah, you could do
I've done
that.
it, and I
You know,
like
you
it.
could add a little sweetener, or if you're adding relish, that's going to sweeten it up a little. It just depends on what you know. But I'm sure it makes it a little tangier than like regular.
Yeah.
Mayo,
But
that
for
makes
people who like Miracle Whip, it might be perfect.
right?
You know,
For
because
sure.
I feel like Miracle Whip is really tangy in comparison to mayo.
Yes. When I used to eat meat, the donut burger was delicious.
There's a baseball stadium, well, in Illinois, but by where I lived in Illinois, that did. So that was their like specialty, was they had it like a hamburger that they put on a just a glazed donut, plain glazed donut on each end.
My mind just can't wrap around like weird combinations like that, and the picky person in me is like, because I was super picky whenever I was little, and like I wouldn't try hardly anything. I've had to make myself try things and everything
As an
I've gotten
adult, even.
older
Yep.
and stuff. But there's still some things where my mind just goes, "Oh, that doesn't go. That doesn't go."
I've recently discovered that I don't mind pickles. I used to not like pickles, but lately I'm slowly, I don't see
I
myself
think
sitting
if
and
you
eating
get a
pickle,
good
but-
brand of pickle, because I told Dad we got some Great Value Walmart pickles, and I like the Mount Olives, but I was trying to be cheap, so I got them and I broke them open. I ate some of them, and I said, "Remind me just to spend a little more money and get the Mount Olives."
Yeah.
Because the Great Value is not very good.
It's true. Well, I guess I don't know if you guys have at McDonald's in the States, the McGriddle sandwiches for breakfast. That to me, the idea of that just grosses me out. But I guess it's no different than having like eggs and bacon and a pancake,
Yeah.
right? But
Well, it's in there. They put cheese on it too, and so
That's where it sets me
that's
off.
the thing. And I, for the longest time, I worked there, and for the longest time, I wouldn't try one because I'm like, you put cheese on a pancake, and that just is not right. But I did finally break down, and it wasn't bad. I was like, not as, I was like, okay.
Nobody loves those. Isn't that the
kind of
thing
went
you
together, and yeah.
The McGriddle, isn't that the one you like from McDonald's? The
A
pancake
lot of
thing?
people love them. You either really like them or you don't like them. You know what I mean? Like there's no real middle ground, I find anyway.
Yeah.
My dad loved peanut butter, cheese, and onion grilled sandwiches.
Oh, wow.
There you go. I have known people who like peanut butter and mayo sandwiches too. I would never. Exactly.
I don't
Yes,
recommend.
sure. Miracle Whip is a dressing, not a mayo. You are correct.
My dad likes, and I don't like Spam to begin with. My dad likes to get a piece of bread and he sliced the Spam, put on it, and then a can of mushroom, cream of mushroom, and puts over the top of it and warms it up in the microwave, and he loves it. And I'm just like, I make it for him going,
Yeah.
here's
I'm
your
sorry, but no thank you.
I don't even like some of those things separately, let alone
Right,
all
yeah.
together. But no, I mean, like you said, to each their own. I know I eat things that other people don't like, so I'm like,
Yeah.
but
And as usual, we have, of course, diverted to food discussion.
But it's fun to find out people's weird combinations too, because
Right?
it's like one of those things where it's like, well, I'll have to try it and see. I told Dad, I said, I saw this really gross thing on the internet. Somebody took a pickle and put syrup on top of it, and they said it was really good. He goes, huh. So he went over there and he did it. He goes, hey, that's not bad. I was like, leave it to him to be like, oh, that doesn't sound so bad.
Yeah. Let me try that.
Kevin and I made Kool-Aid pickles one time over
I've
Easter.
heard of this.
Yeah.
We made them over Easter because he has like a bunch of young kids that were going to be at his family's gathering, and so you make them like 2 weeks before, and then like they are like that color, like bright red, bright blue, bright purple. I'm talking bright.
That's cool.
And then, the juice is that color too. So we made Kool-Aid pickles one time. They were pretty good. Certain flavors were really good because it's just kind of that sweetie salt.
Sure.
Certain flavors weren't good. I don't remember which one. I know we liked the cherry, but I don't remember. There was a couple other flavors we liked, but I couldn't think of. I don't know which ones.
I think the most that I've ever seen anybody do is like the cherry or the blue raspberry. I think I've seen.
We did cherry, lime, grape, and blue, right? I think that's.
I could see lime being like the lime, the tart, right?
It's yeah. But they really dye the color of it.
They're really cool looking. I just haven't ever tried to do it. But
that is neat. Amy, hello. My family makes cheese and pineapple salad. Salad that tastes so much better than it sounds.
Cheese and pineapple. I love pineapple and I love cheese.
Yeah, I'm someone who says that pineapple goes on pizza.
I don't know.
Wait,
yeah,
what?
I mean, pineapple pizza on their pizza.
Pineapple on pizza. I'm one of those people. Yes.
You do like it or don't?
I love it.
Oh.
Pineapple, bacon together. Oh, it's delicious.
I like sweet and salty. It's the pineapple and the tomato that doesn't go well together. But I would like, if like maybe a white sauce with pineapple. It's not the idea of pineapple on pizza. It's more, I don't think that tomato sauce.
Not with the tomato.
It's the idea of pineapple on pizza. And so, see, you might like that salad because you like cheese and you like pineapples, and you put them together. If you eat them on a pizza, it'd probably be about the same.
Yeah.
Okay, I can put peanut butter on a burger though because I like peanut chicken or steak when having Chinese. So that makes sense.
And see, I have yet to try the peanut sauce because I don't think peanut butter goes on that stuff.
Peanut butter goes
I
on
do want to
toast
now
or
hear
baked.
everybody's weirdest food combinations in the chat.
Right.
Tell me your weirdest food combinations, please.
We must know. Cajun says, I love cheese and mayo on pineapple.
Okay, see, that's different.
Oh, it's a thing. Okay.
Danielle says, I made nacho cheese sauce with Bisquick to replace the flour.
Wait, let me read that. Wait, what? No. I made nacho cheese sauce with Bisquick.
Because the nacho, you need the flour to thicken it, right?
Okay.
But is Bisquick used for pancakes? I don't know.
Yes.
Well, but it's mixed. But Bisquick is like you make anything like that out of it. You know,
Biscuits, pizza,
cakes, dough,
bread.
bread. I mean, it's a all-purpose kind of baking thing. But okay, so you put that in for the thickener of the nacho cheese. So did
That's
it
what I'm
taste good?
assuming.
Tell us. I don't know. I do
Mm.
like the Red Lobster biscuits that have cheese.
Oh, those things are so good.
Yeah, they are. I think our Red Lobster that's like close to us is going to go down. They're closing a whole bunch of them, and I think ours is. It's in Joplin. It's like a half hour from us, and we have like gift cards to it. And it's like, well, we waited too long, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh no.
You can get Checkers fries at the grocery store.
Yes,
okay.
I've seen those. Yeah.
Cajun says, and pineapple sandwiches with mayo, which my friend had never heard of and thought was disgusting. Now, way back in the day, McDonald's did a veggie burger that was like literally pineapple, cheese, and then I've seen it like when I watched the history of McDonald's shows or something. It was back in the 50s or 60s. That was a thing. Like no burger, but a big slice of pineapple.
Oh, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Are you good, baby? Okay.
Ro is asking, Sarah, have you read any of the Swift River Valley series by Carla Neggers? Also, is she super spicy? She is mid-range spicy. I would say not as spicy as a Jill Shalvis, but not a Kristen Higgins. It's between. It's been a number of years since I've read her. She writes really good romantic suspense. I do like her
Yeah,
contemporary.
like I've heard of her, but I have not tried her.
Yeah, no, her romantic suspense is fantastic. Yes, Kay, we don't have Checkers restaurants here, but we have the frozen fries at the grocery store. Emily says, YouTube didn't notify me that you were live. I'm working on Drowning by TJ Newman. Well, thank you so much.
Are you
for
liking
joining
that?
us,
I
Emily.
need to read that one.
Mhm.
Hi, Emily.
Alice, I'm going to start Count of Monte Cristo, the big book brigade we've got going on right now.
For you.
That book's been
You guys
making
are
its
awesome.
rounds too. That book has been making it.
I was thinking that too, Storm.
Yeah. You guys are awesome. I'm considering this 400-page book a chunker, so
It's
Finished.
big book summer, so that's why a lot of people.
Okay.
Congratulations, Cajun.
Cajun says, finished my book, 5 stars. There may have been some sniffles of the, oh, that's just so sweet, and perfect variety too. Excellent.
Oh, I love that.
And Emily says to Alice, enjoy. It's a good one. Kim says, fed the dogs and made myself some rice and pinto beans. Excellent.
That sounds good.
Barbara, for all of you wondering, little Ginger Roger Stevens. Yay, she was here.
Oh, I love it.
Right next to me. Mr. Fred is glaring at me.
Uh-oh.
When is that thing going to leave? He does not care to be a big brother.
It's like
That
that
is
was
delightful,
my
Barbara.
spot you have.
Yeah, exactly.
I do like that you went with Ginger Rogers. I love
Me
it.
too. Yay. Jessica says, hello, everyone. I'll be reading Love at First book. No, Love at First Bark. I can't remember. Jen McKinley, a little over halfway. I hope to finish it today. Oh, no, Love at First Book. Yes, it's one of her newer ones. I was thinking it was the dog series. Nina read 2 chapters, and I'm at 24%. Excellent. Got to 20%, 17. Hello, Ambi. Welcome. 80%. Oh, Moira's at 92%, so almost done. 19 pages.
Nice.
52%.
Nice.
Page 119 of 287. Given that I started it this afternoon, it's a fast read. Well done.
That's amazing.
I also made a chai tea. That sprint. Excellent. 11%. This book, the beginning of this book is sad. Wasn't expecting that. Oh,
That
that's
can throw you off. Like,
Yeah.
what? Yeah.
Storm, how are you doing in the readathon? Emily's asking.
I'm doing okay. I'm working on my book for this leg, and then if I have time, I can do a sightseeing one. But I'm not
Nice.
pushing myself.
Nice. Okay, I don't think I'd survive without coffee. I've never been a coffee drinker, so I'm not one of those. But my aunt, she needs it like as an IV to get through the day.
I used to not be a coffee drinker. Dad it's funny. It's got progression. Dad used to not be a coffee drinker, but when he married my mom would be like, I want to fix some coffee. Would you drink some with me? Because she didn't want to have to drink the whole pot.
Sure.
And so he's like, sure. And so then he got to be a coffee drinker. So now he's that way. So that's what he was with me. Now that mom's gone, he's like, I would like to make some coffee. Would you drink some? So I'm like, okay. And so then I got into where I drink the coffee now. So
I grew up in a household where my parents drank tea. Coffee was only made when we had guests. Like the coffee thing was never used. It was always tea. So very British of us. Rose asking, how do you do your iced tea? I boil the water and steep it and let it cool. Can you make with room temperature water or cold? So I have from David's Tea 2 of these kind of special, what do you call them? Like takeaway cup thingies, like whatever. And it's a tea press. So I put the tea in the bottom, fill it with boiling hot water, let it steep. Then I put the inside thing in it, fill it with ice cubes. And then it melts so that's how I do it. I do it like a cup at a time. I don't make a batch of iced tea. Let's put it that way.
I do it like you do it. I boil water, put the tea bags in there, let them steep, and then once it cools down, put it in the fridge and cool.
Well, because I do like bag tea, and so it's just like the black tea or whatever it is. I said I'm fancy. I put it in the coffee maker thing and put my water in there, and then it comes through, and then I pour it in my thing and fill it up with water.
That's awesome. No, this is very interesting to me how people do it. I really like it. Because I would love to big batch it and keep it in my fridge. You know what I mean? Hey Storm, number 18 of the Booktown series comes out next month.
Awesome. I see that,
Sharon.
Yeah, Anita, I like that series. Me too. Storm, not so much.
I still need to try book 2.
What did that comment just say?
Call it shit on a shingle. I remember my dad using that
gravy
terminology
with
as well.
Yeah,
I can hear my dad saying that too.
Mm-hmm.
Being the good Jew.
Just so you know, the game just started. The puck just dropped. Sorry.
So if Tiffany's not paying attention, this is why.
If there's a random in the middle, we know.
And who are we rooting for, Tiffany?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm kind of rooting for Florida, but I'll be happy with either team winning. I like people from both teams.
Mm-hmm.
But we gave one of my favorite players to the Panthers. That's the only reason. But I also like some players. I like Connor McDavid, and I mean, so I'm good with anything.
I was talking to Garrett about it, and I said that like on the concert on Thursday, the performer that we see, every city he's in, he wears a jersey, like a hockey jersey, depending on what city or town. So he comes out in a Leafs jersey, and I said to Garrett, well, shouldn't he have worn like Edmonton? He goes, are you kidding me? He goes, people would have rioted.
Yeah.
You're in Leafs Nation. Yeah. No matter what they did in the playoffs.
Yeah, that probably would. Yeah,
but it was pretty cool though. It was like number 24, and he had his name on the back, and I'm like, that's pretty. I can just imagine he's got like a whole closet full of jerseys from different cities and towns.
I love that. I did not know that. I love that.
Sherry says, being the good Jews we are, my dad would cook liver for chopped liver. Mom loved it. It smelled so bad. My brother and I fled the house. My father loved liver and onions. Oh,
my dad likes that. And I'm like, you can cook it yourself, or you can go out and eat somewhere and get it. But I'm not doing it.
The year Dad passed away, on his birthday, I remember saying to my mom, I said, Dad's with Grandma right now, and she's making him liver and onions. And he's a happy camper.
Since Sherry, since she is Jewish, I would like to say that the character, like the main character in here, is of Jewish like background. So that's something different, maybe.
That's good to know, because you don't see like a lot of, you know what I mean, diversity in that.
They like did her grandparents that were like really Jewish or whatever. Like they're not quite so much, but they're like her parents and her grandparents.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's awesome.
Cajun, I actually like liver. They would have it in the cafeteria when I was in college, and it would be me and the broke people. That's fair. Moyer says, yes, I normally use plain, no fat Greek yogurt and just a touch of mayo. Okay, interesting.
Okay.
Emma said, I've heard of putting avocado in egg salad. I've heard that too.
Yeah, mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've seen people make like 8 avocado deviled eggs too.
Okay.
Same. I was super picky as a kid, and I have to make myself try stuff now. Yep, exactly. Rose says, I used to not like bread and butter, sweet pickles, but now I love them. Excellent. Yes to the people who had no money to go to town and to get something else to eat. Yeah. What kind of pickles, Sarah? Dill or the sweetened bread? I don't know. The kind that the local burger place has. I like those ones. And Garrett got these potato chips. He got dill pickle potato chips, and I quite enjoy those as
Yeah,
well.
those are good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a sweet pickle person, but the one time I did really enjoy sweet pickles is a friend of mine. She cans her own, and she canned the sweet pickles, but she put red pepper flakes in it.
Mm.
So she
Okay.
made spicy ones, and I was like, now those I like I can eat these. There was something about the spiciness with the sweet was okay, but
I
I'm
think
not a big sweet pickle person either. I mean, on certain like very select things, or like in like tuna or something like that, instead of relish, sweet pickles. But we have an Amish grocery store that makes horseradish sweet pickles, and so they're really spicy, like you're talking about, Storm, with like a horseradish flavor, and then they're sweet. Those are good.
I think I want to try garlic dill pickles or garlic pickles.
Yeah.
Because I love garlic. Like
Oh,
garlic all the things, right?
yeah, well,
So,
we can ours here. We put like a clove of garlic in them. So yeah.
yeah, because I'm basically warding off vampires at any time I cook. Oh my god, I love sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles.
Mm.
And we've got Team McGriddle here.
Yeah.
But I've gotten just sausage McGriddles. Ginger, I finished Katie Richards' A Stalker's Prey, 5 cowboy
Ooh.
hats. I started Katie Richards Under the Cover of Darkness, a West investigation. I'm reading Category Romance for Sarah. Thank you, honey. And that's
No, I
such a
don't
good
want a
pick,
thumbs
too.
up. I want fireworks for Ginger.
McGriddles is my go-to breakfast when I'm dealing with a bad headache in the morning before work. Trying tonight to get rid of a migraine, so I skip breakfast to ice my head. Oh, I hope you're feeling better.
Oh no, I don't know who that was because I was busy with fireworks.
Sorry, that was
I'm
Emily.
sorry. Oh, Emily, I'm sorry.
Kay says this is the second chat that I've been in today that broached the Mayo versus Miracle Whip debate.
Really?
Well, that's interesting.
That is so funny. That is hilarious. Ambi, mayonnaise, mustard, and ketchup mixed together to dip fries in.
I've
I
done
just
that.
use mayo. But really, you're going to put all those things on a burger, right? And they're
Yeah.
going to mix together. So it kind of makes sense. Pat. Hi, Pat. Good evening, everyone. Not reading tonight, but found a really good book today. The Couple at the Lake House by James Kane. A thriller, and it's on KU. Well, thank you, Pat.
Nice, Pat.
Don't forget the thumbs up. Hawaiian Pizza has a barbecue sauce.
Mm.
No pineapple on pizza for me. Here's the next debate. Hawaiian pizza is awesome. Pineapple on pizza is just wrong.
Yeah.
Pat says this morning I had the care nurse and the physical therapist. I've been exhausted since they left, no doubt. Pear halves topped with mayo, shredded cheese, and a cherry.
What?
You asked for weird combinations that people have ate, so there you go.
You're getting
I
them.
missed it. I missed it. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Pear halves topped with mayo, shredded cheese, and a cherry.
Oh. Huh.
That's different.
I'm sorry. I was putting
Yeah.
that all together in my head.
I know.
Right? Right? No to Moira and Anita. Hawaiian pizza is everything. Very refreshing.
No.
Pat says, I hope you're getting, she says to Pat, I hope she's getting better. My mom used to put some biscuits in her purse to take home when she met her friends at Red Lobster. We were always happy when she went there.
I had a cousin when we take her to like Chinese buffets or whatever. She would put the egg rolls and roll them up and stick them in her purse. Roll them in the
Oh my
paper
gosh.
and take some home.
Mm-hmm. I have some good news. I've lost 20 pounds. Well done, Pat.
That's
Congratulations.
amazing. Pat, that's awesome. That's incredible.
Anita, Red Lobster's going bankrupt and they're supposedly closing all their locations. Yeah, for anyone who watches, well, I'm a huge fan of John Oliver. Last week's, he did a whole bit about Red Lobster closing and how he bought one of the restaurants that went bankrupt and he was going to open it to just sell the biscuits because that's all anybody ever actually enjoyed.
Well, like I had some friends that went there and they had a gift card and still had to pay like $25 and it was just two of them to get a meal, and they're like, yeah, it's prices
What was
were
the
outrageous,
call?
so it's like,
I'm not a seafood person, so I think I've only been to Red Lobster once. But you can buy like the biscuit mix at the grocery store.
yeah.
And Garrett made this chicken dish like with a white gravy one time, and we made the biscuits and we served it over the. Oh God, it was good.
I've made my own version of the biscuits at home, just putting cheddar cheese in the
Oh,
biscuits
absolutely,
and mixing it around and
absolutely,
garlic.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I love a teriyaki pineapple Swiss cheese chicken sandwich.
I do know some restaurants that do that. They have like grilled chicken and it'll have a pineapple and usually Swiss cheese teriyaki sauce. So
Okay.
it must be
Okay.
a.
I'm one of those weird ones that don't like meat and like fruits together. So I'm like, nope.
Unless it's pineapple on a pizza. Moira says, enjoy that, Purple Reinhardt. Ambi says, peanut butter, mayo, and banana on a sandwich. Yep, heard of that one before. And Tiffany Danielle says, yes, uses the biscuit to thicken the sauce. Thank you. Read books, that sounds good. And it's a sandwich, yep. Storm, I'm liking it, but I confess that I had to peek at the back of the book. My anxiety made me do it.
You know, I could see that because yeah, it's a thriller about a plane that's trapped under the water, and so
Yeah, no, you're saying all the no's to me right now. Thank you very much.
yeah.
Alice says, Cajun, it is. Red Robin has a good version of it. Our Red Robin went downhill, so I haven't had it in a while.
Only Red Robin around here is like an hour or so away, so I've never had Red Robins because I'm not going to drive that far for a burger.
We had it once because there's one in Niagara
Kev
Falls,
says he agrees.
but I don't remember it being anything spectacular.
And we don't ever go to Springfield. I mean, it's like, why drive that far for anything?
If you don't have to, for sure.
I'm sure they got some really cool thrift stores and bookstores that use it.
Right?
I don't know.
Never been to Red Robin. There is not remotely close, but they sound like they would be good for me. And Ambi says, never thought of doing that, Storm. Oh, here's a tea. Of course, in Arizona, we make sun tea. Large jug of water, add tea bags, put it on the porch. In a few hours, you have a gallon of tea to use for iced tea. Now, Storm, that's fancy.
You know what? You have reminded me though, because we did buy because it seems like they still like the plastic jugs now, you know, or whatever. Like they used to have the glass ones. So I haven't made sun tea in a long time, but I was at Antiquish and we found a jar that was a glass one. It was a nice big one and everything. And so I need to do that because that is exactly why I got that jar.
We should make sun tea too, babe. That's true.
That does sound delicious. So let's jump into another sprint. We'll go till 10:02, and then we'll finish off the comments. Okay, everybody?
Sounds
Happy
good.
Reading.
Roger that.
Happy reading.
So how did everybody do?
Caught me unaware. I'm 81%.
Excellent. Well done. What's the score, Tiffany?
That doesn't look like a good face.
We don't need to talk about that. We're here to talk about books
And food.
It's 1-0 Edmonton 4-on-4.
It's the best of 7, right?
Yeah.
This is only game 2? Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't count yourself out yet.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. But I didn't read. I was just watching.
No, that's why I asked. I read another chapter of the Colton book, and I tried these. Speaking about dill pickles, they're dill pickle
Doritos,
dill pickle, and Cool Ranch Doritos.
I didn't even know they were doing that.
I didn't know
They're
they
okay.
had.
I don't hate them, but I don't love them.
The regular chip ones are better, probably.
Yeah, for the dill, it's a little too dill, like, you know what I mean.
Mm.
I'm not there yet. I think
I've had dill pickle pork rinds, and I'm like, they're okay, but they had a little too much dill on them too.
Listen, I can't stand ketchup chips. Can't stand them, and they're like everybody in Canada loves them except for me.
I have not tried. I am a huge ketchup fan, and I have never tried the ketchup.
I was supposed to go down to the States this weekend, and I was going to send you guys care packages, and I was going to send you some. So hopefully I can get down there at some point, and I can mail that off.
Because I'm like, I don't put ketchup on everything, but I do use a fair amount of ketchup.
Hey.
We brought out ketchup Doritos up here.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was a thing. Kim says, my mama loved liver and onions. She got it whenever we went to Shoney's. And
I miss Shoney's, yeah.
She misses Shoney's too, I'm assuming.
We had one of those in the town over from us. And
that was a buffet, right? It was a buffet.
Yeah, well, they had a breakfast buffet on like the weekends.
Oh, okay.
It had everything: pancakes, French toast, eggs, biscuit gravy, all that kind of good stuff. And yeah, Dad loved to go there. We used to go there a lot.
Was it like I'm trying to think of like American restaurants. Was it like a Friendly's?
I don't know.
Like a buffet? Is. No? Okay. I must be.
It's a bit like their breakfast was a bit like Golden Corral breakfast. I don't know if you
Okay. I've never been to the Golden Corral for breakfast, but I've been there for dinner, and that place, I still think about that place, and it's been 30 years since I've been there.
I think Shoney's like for like lunch and stuff, you just ordered things, but they did have like a really good salad bar.
Okay. I love lime jello mixed with crushed pineapples, cottage cheese, and Cool Whip. Call it the green stuff. It's so good. I am a fan of jello, and that does sound delicious, except for the cottage cheese.
I do specifically like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
Barbara says, I've tried canned fruit salad on a bagel. It's not bad. Thanks, Golden Girls.
There's a episode where it's raining out and they do nothing all day, and they're like, we didn't accomplish anything. And one of them says, how can you say that? We learned that fruit cocktail on a bagel and a pinch is not bad.
Yeah.
Because they've eaten all the snacks. It's hysterical. Thank you for that, Barbara.
Trying to think of like what my weirdest food combination is, and I don't know. I'm not very adventurous when it comes to food, I don't think.
Same.
So. I would say like the weirdest, like some people might think is like when I put like tuna, cottage cheese, and tomatoes together, I guess, maybe.
I mean, I have cottage cheese on pasta with bacon.
What's that?
Because we would call it a cottage cheese salad.
I think my weirdest is my mom used to cream peas. And I like cream peas mixed with cottage cheese. It's like one of my favorite things. Weird. I mean, like I like fruit and cottage cheese, and I like it, but like these are already cream peas, and then you mix cottage cheese into it. It's delicious.
Well, that reminded me. When I was a kid, we used to make. When we were a kid, I used to make Kraft dinner. My mom would make us Kraft dinner. I would put a scoop of cottage cheese in the Kraft dinner.
Yeah, I've never thought of that.
I tried the. Everybody's been putting cottage cheese in their scrambled eggs. I tried it, and it wasn't too bad.
Oh, interesting. Sweet pickles and peanut butter sandwiches can be good.
Yeah, add the mayo and you have my dad apparently, or Miracle Whip. He always used Miracle Whip. I
Most
really thought it
restaurants
was
have dill
him
pickles.
feeding us why my mother was gone, but apparently not.
Well, this burger place, it's a Canadian chain called Harvey's, not like Hardee's in the States, but Harvey's. And they are so well known for their pickles that you can just get their pickles. Like,
Oh,
yeah, it's like a big thing. So I miss Shoney's breakfast bar. We didn't Kinsey Minlow eat peanut butter and pickle sandwiches? Some character did.
I don't know because I've only read one of those books, and then I decided not to read that series since I'll never get an ending and it'll bother me. Because they're not going to finish the alphabet, and I can't do it.
Oh, okay. So it's the Sue Grafton series. Okay, gotcha. Garlic dill pickles are yummy. And Nia says, I love fries dipped in ranch dressing.
I mix ranch dressing and ketchup and dip my fries in that, so maybe that's weird. I don't know.
Sounds good to me. To us, it's just a thing we've always made. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, to us, it's like, that's not weird. That's just what I eat, right?
We went out to eat with my cousin one time. She was a teenager or whatever, and I did that with the ranch and the ketchup, and she's like, that just doesn't look. I said, well, try it. And so she like dipped her little bit in there, and she's, well, that's not bad. So she used to dip it too. Now it's like every time she would do that, she'd mix it together. I was like,
Kay says, I like to dip my fries in weird things, mac sauce, mayo, and honey. And I do too, separately, as she says, not all together. But we were laughing because I've always like gotten mac sauce on the side to dip my fries in, right? And then they brought it out like as a dipping sauce, like separate. And the one time I went to go order it, it's like, we don't have any. I'm like, how do you not have any? Like, put it in a container, man. Don't be,
one of the managers at McDonald's, she'd always get a Big Mac and stuff for like her lunch or whatever. And she would, how they're messy and like the stuff would start to fall out. Well, she always took her fries and scooped it. And
that's exactly how I got started doing that.
Yeah. After she did that, now she can't eat her fries without it because she got used to doing that and everything. So yeah.
But using mayo on your fries is a very British thing, I've heard. So, but my friend and I did that in high school because nobody would eat like if you got fries on a Friday, everybody wanted to partake. So Amber and I would slather them in mayo because nobody else wanted to touch them.
There you go.
Cajun says, I think it must be a Southern thing. The pear, mayo, cheese, cherry. We used to do that too. There you go.
Huh.
Yes, they do sell the Red Lobster biscuits in stores now. All the Red Lobsters are closed here in Quebec a few years ago. Yeah, I think there's one I know of on my way into the office in the city, but it's the only one I'm familiar with.
Whenever we would go through there, it never really looked that busy, but I think it's because we were there during like the day. Maybe the nighttime is a little bit different, but I mean, it's like I can't spend $75 on a meal. So
not when I can get Highliner fish sticks and fries.
Well, it's like for $75, I could get like 3 or 4 meals somewhere else.
Oh,
yeah, right. I could go somewhere else with 3. I could load up. I could just,
Right. I like fries from Red Robin and burgers from Five Guys. I've never tried Five Guys. We've got one up there.
Five Guys wasn't bad, but it went out of business in Joplin too.
I have not. Never.
She did. Green beans with mayo.
Who'd you take?
Uh-oh, Kevin's in trouble.
Uh-oh. There will be discussions.
I said, I've never had Five Guys. He's like, yes, we have. I'm like, who'd you take?
That's why I just like, oh.
I'm just teasing him anyways.
I miss Shoney's too, especially strawberry pie. Oh, strawberry pie sounds delicious.
Ooh.
Sharon, is that a sweet tea? Pat says, my roommate Christy has a Mrs. Tea that makes half a gallon of tea. Yum.
Ooh, cool.
No, just plain tea, and then you can add whatever you want in your glass. I liked unsweetened with lemon. Nice. is brewed black tea with sugar mixed. Sweet tea is brewed black tea with sugar mixed in. The further south, the more sugar is used. You could practically stand a spoon up in my great grandmother's sweet tea.
Wow.
Well, yeah, you knew, like, we have some friends that were from the South, and like they would ask for more, like they would put more sugar in their McDonald's teas, and I'm like, dude, I like
Oh.
make that stuff. I know it's one whole bag of sugar for like the thing that they're mixing or whatever. You don't need no more sugar. So,
Good Lord, no. Holy cow. Kim, have you ever had a tower of onion rings at Red Robin? There's a Red Robin restaurant 45 miles away. My roommate and I love that restaurant, so we go there on special occasions. Oh, that's nice.
sounds really good because I love onion rings. There's a little place in a place that's near us. Well, it's kind of near us called Carthage, and so they have a little place. It's called Iggy's, and it's this really weird place, and they're like obsessed with Elvis because Elvis is everywhere inside, and it's like a metal. It's like the sun hits it, it blinds you. It's like reflective. The little place, and it's just like one of those little diners or
Yes.
whatever, and they have like the best onion rings there. So
Those
Wow.
little diners, the not chain places, are some of the best places to get food.
Absolutely.
Yep. Yep. Oh, love it. We have one up near us called, the place is called Melanie Pringles, and it's like a 50s style diner. Like they have like the half a car like on the wall kind of an idea, right? Jukeboxes at every table. I've been going there since I was in high school, and they've got some amazing freaking food. Now I want to go there for dinner.
Yeah, we have the Shake Shack. Same.
Oh, nice. Nice. Although I was talking to Garrett about this the other day. We were just reminiscing about stuff. And when I was about 13, I went to Florida with my aunt to go visit my grandparents in Fort Myers because they had a trailer. And I had, hands down, the best burger I've ever had in my life. And it was at this little roadside burger place, but it was like, it looked like an ice cream cone. Like this, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
But 13 years old, and I'm still thinking about that burger 30 years later. Probably cost me $2. Hi, Hermione. Hi, everyone. I'm still currently reading Talon by Karen Cole for Team Romance and the Amazing Readathon. Hoping to finish it tonight. Really enjoying it. Excellent.
Team Spooky.
Rose said, it's 5:30 here, and I haven't read all today, but I will this evening. Excellent. Nia says, I read 2 chapters, 29%. Got an hour and a half left. Well done. 12 pages read a chapter. Finish my book. Yay!
Ooh. Let's do this one this time.
There we go. Something different.
Maybe.
There you go. Purple here says, by the way, reading Peaches and Scream, I was amazed at how many dishes you can make out of peaches. I love peaches.
I love peaches too.
Mm-hmm.
I hope I
Grace
like
said,
one. I haven't got to it yet.
Didn't get much read. Had a phone call. 18% read 10 pages. I gotta try those. Ambi says, I hate pork rinds. I like ketchup on lima beans.
I know people put ketchup in their beans, but I don't know about lima beans.
I mean, baked beans are ketchup
Yeah.
with other stuff too, but I mean, like that's the start of. So maybe it just tastes, if you like baked beans, then
Sure.
just saying.
I'm gonna get off now. My husband wants to watch a movie tonight. Thank you for the sprints, ladies. Good evening. Thank you for joining.
Hi, Amy.
Amy, really appreciate it. So late. Sorry, just want to say hi to everyone. Never late, but thank you for joining us. And saying good night. You got to get back to Cracker Barrel. They are amazing. I was in a Cracker Barrel a couple years ago. They're not bad.
They're okay. There's one in Joplin. I think I've been to it a couple of times.
I think they're closing a bunch of those as well.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
There's a lot of restaurants that are closing. It's the stupid minimum wage thing. I mean,
It is. It is. That's what I saw an article. They were saying this guy was like, I can't charge $20 for fries at McDonald's just to. And I appreciate that people need to earn a living wage, but like, there's got to be some give and take. You know what I mean? Amy says she hates cottage cheese. I love cottage cheese,
Really
but I understand.
I
It's-
love it.
for
Yeah,
some people,
it's a texture thing for a lot of people. I think.
And which is weird because I'm a texture person, but yet I love cottage cheese. So
I like putting it in the blender and making it creamy and then adding stuff to it.
I like mine chunky. And I just for the first time tried poutine, and I think I told you guys this as a Canadian, and because I was really weirded out by the whole cheese curd situation. Oh my god, that is like the most delicious dish ever. I can eat it all day.
Yeah, I just recently, in like the last few years, had like cheese curds because I don't know, it just sounds weird.
I know, right? Yeah. My mother used to make that for every potluck. She called it sea foam salad. People loved it and asked her to make it for every event. Oh, that's sweet.
That's cool.
Amy says she hates
I
peas.
like it.
My
like
sister-in-law does not like peas either. I'm not a beans
Ooh.
person.
I love
I'm not a huge bean.
Like
person.
green beans. I'm not.
See,
a
I
green
like
bean.
green beans, but I don't like beans.
Or wax beans.
Oh, I like them all.
Mm-mm. And Pat also is a non-cottage cheese person. When Cage says when I was little, my favorite snack was iceberg lettuce with mayo.
There was a dish my mom used to make with like mayo. Well, she used Miracle Whip, but and lettuce in it, like wilted, and she'd put like bacon in it and
Wilted lettuce. That's
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
It's an actual dish. Like people are like, you eat wilted lettuce. It's an actual dish. That's what it's called.
Yeah, I mean it's a real She's
You can look it up and see it. You can look up wilted lettuce, Sarah.
Yep.
I love cottage cheese. I have it blueberries every morning. Yep. Yeah. And to me, it's like I've said this before. I find it weird people who eat it with sweet stuff. To me, it's a savory thing. Eat it with bacon. Yeah. Rose says I put PB&J with any types of chips in it, but I don't think that's weird. I put chips on my burgers and hot dogs, potato chips.
Yeah. Well, I think with the PB&J, that's like a sweet salty thing. So I think that's
Agreed.
okay because it's a plain chip or whatever. If you're just
wait,
hopefully
so
you're just
you
doing the
take a
plain.
potato chip and put peanut butter and jelly on the potato chip?
No, you
She
put it
puts it
in
on
the
a sandwich.
in the sandwich. Like you make PB&J and then you put chips in it. I'm assuming.
My go-to thing whenever I was a kid was a piece of bread, some ketchup, and potato chips on it, and I made a potato chip sandwich.
I would just go to the fridge if I was hungry. I'd grab a slice of bologna and a slice of like Kraft cheese and roll them up together and just eat it.
If I could get away with it, I would get a little slice of cheese and I would put on it also. But
that's what she was
Mom
getting
would
fancy.
get mad whenever we got into her cheese. What little mouse has been into my cheese?
Kim says I'm picky, but it's really a texture thing. I used to eat peanut butter and sugar sandwiches.
Oh.
Wow.
Well, we'll mix peanut butter syrup and like butter and stuff together and put it on a sandwich. So I mean, sugar is not too much different.
Isn't it also a thing like peanut butter and like that marshmallow fluff?
Yeah.
Thing? So yeah, that makes sense. I do not like jelly with peanut butter. I want just plain peanut butter sandwich. That's a texture thing. That's fair.
Yes, yeah.
Kay says I like sweet tea, but I also like sun brewed. Maybe sun just doesn't get hot enough. I keep trying it though. But if we don't do it on the stove, the sugar doesn't melt in. It sinks to the bottom. Makes sense. Kay says I miss living down south sometimes. Cajun, yes, you have to mix in the sugar when it's hot.
Yeah, because this is when my mom decided, when she was on this health kick, she wasn't going to do sugar anymore in the tea and everything. And so I still want it. So I put it in there. You mix and you mix and you mix when it's cold, and it's like it all sinks down to the bottom. And so that's why I drink unsweet tea, because after you drink it that way for so long, you get used to it.
True.
Ambi does not like Big Macs. That's one of the first. Barbara, pickle juice on popcorn is good. Ooh, dill pickle potato chips are better than salt and vinegar chips, less harsh. Yes. And Ro, and in Degrassi, I learned about gravy fries. So I'm assuming you're talking about the Canadian show Degrassi. I love gravy on fries. Love gravy on fries. Well, that's poutine, right? It's gravy, it's fries, cheese curds, and then covered in really hot gravy. So
I did not know that. Okay.
It's delicious. And my cousins went to that high school, Ro. My girlfriend is diabetic, so we go to Chick-fil-A, and she has mustard with her waffle fries. Oh, there you go.
I've had mustard with my fries before.
I love mustard.
And there's nothing else.
I did have, she was talking about like dill juice on popcorn, or was that what she said? Popcorn?
Yeah.
I had a Chex Mix has a ton of 1,000 different recipes. If you actually look on their website, and they have a dill pickle one where you mix dill pickle juice and butter, and then that's the liquid, and then you toss in ranch seasoning like the powder, and you put it, and then that's basically it's actually
now I'm wondering if you can put pickle juice in your popper and make your popcorn, and it tastes like.
Maybe.
I don't know, but I'm just saying, like the deal.
Because I have like one of those little poppers that you do this, and
I have an
the
air
thing goes
popper.
around it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on the stove with the little.
That's just like my grandmother. That's how she did it too. But she just put the lid on it and she would just do the shake.
Yeah, and you can do that too. Yeah.
Yep, yep. And Cajun asked, doesn't that make the popcorn soggy? It will be like putting butter on it, right?
I would think.
Because I kind of like really drippy, salty, buttery popcorn, so I'm fine with it being a little soggy.
Yeah.
No, you just put on a little. Trader Joe's has them. It's a Southern thing. Oh, okay. I thought Canadians ate French fries with mayonnaise. No, it's a British thing. So Canadian, British, whatever.
I was gonna say it probably came from the British side.
Yeah. Never heard of it. Kay says exactly, but Sunbird is not hot when you put it outside, though, right? It has been so long. Oh, okay. Lisa, some do, but it's more of a France and Belgian when they only use mayo with French fries. Yes. Use 2 cups of sugar for almost a gallon of black tea. My cousin makes hers with 2 black tea bags and 2 green tea bags. Oh, that sounds good. Yay for finishing, Moira. Yes, very good, very good. Everyone, I'm yawning and hungry again. I wonder why. So I'm going to say goodnight. Have some ice cream before bed. Stay safe. Everyone, hope to see you soon. Thank you.
I know. I'm thinking it's like all this food talk. I'm starting to get hungry.
Right? Saying goodnight. I love coconut flavor, but I hate actual coconut. Interesting. And Pat's going to say goodnight tomorrow, going to the doctor for some cortisone shots in my knee. Best of luck, Pat.
Yes, Pat.
See, I'm weird like that with like lemons. I love to eat straight lemons. I like peel the lemon and I'll like put salt on it and I'll eat it.
Ooh.
And it makes my dad like pucker up, but I'll eat it that way. I've done it since I was a kid. Done it since I was a kid and everything I like it. But I don't like lemon pie. I don't like lemon cake. I don't like lemon candy.
Oh,
Really? Interesting. Kay says I like peanut butter and honey. So I used to do peanut butter sandwiches with, this is so unhealthy, corn syrup.
Oh, yeah. Well, see, we did corn syrup too before we started not using corn syrup anymore, but we would do that with our peanut butter. But now it's like sugar-free maple flavored syrup in our peanut butter.
I actually preferred corn syrup on my pancakes.
Yeah.
Because it was thicker, and I found like if you put syrup on them, they get soggy, and it's just. But corn syrup was thicker, right? And I would just dip. Same. And then after the corn syrup thing, I started to use jam. I would dip my pancakes in jam.
Like corn syrup with the peanut butter on the pancakes was just so awesome. That's how, because I've always ate my pancakes with peanut butter on them.
That sounds delightful.
And with the corn syrup, it was so good. I mean, it's still okay with the other stuff, but yeah, the corn syrup was.
Family friend always puts mayo on his hot dogs. I do too. Occasionally, I'll put mayo on my hot dogs.
I've seen some weird concoctions when it comes to hot dogs on TV.
Yeah, right? Marshmallow.
I do like marshmallow fluff.
I've never had it. So
oh my gosh, marshmallow fluff and cream cheese mixed together makes the best fruit dip.
Okay.
I haven't had it in a long time because, diabetic in the house, so so I don't know if I'd still like it or not.
Well, like I said, mix it with cream cheese. It makes the best fruit dip. Very good.
Raisins are the reason I have trust issues.
I love raisins.
I love chocolate covered raisins. They're like my favorite thing.
I like raisins in certain things, but I can't just eat a box of raisins.
Oh, I could.
I love raisins.
Yummy. Up here, you ask for sweet tea and they hand you a sugar packet. That is not how it's done. Oh, yes, I grew up with Degrassi Next Generation, so Drake is always. Oh, yes, of course, Drake was in the second Degrassi. That's right. Forgot about that. I went up to Boston and asked for sweet tea, and the waitress looked at me like I had 3 kids.
I can see that one.
And Degrassi is on HBO Max, so I rewatch it sometimes. That show was wild for being teenagers. Yeah, if you can watch the original Degrassi, like not the Next Generation,
know what it
the original
is.
Degrassi from the 19. It was a Canadian, really low budget 90210.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Is Degrassi High or something?
Degrassi High, and it's an actual school in Toronto, but
I've never seen it. I've seen previews of it.
In the Next Generation, the one Ro was talking about, Drake was actually on it, as a star, but he wasn't Drake yet. Where does the time go?
I know.
I'm exactly the opposite about Lemon Storm. Thanks for hosting tonight, Sarah, Tiffany, and Storm. Have a beautiful and peaceful evening. Thank you for joining, Kay. Marshmallow fluff is gross. So you've got
No.
marshmallow fluff is gross. It is amazing. And ever had carrot raisin salad? I've heard about it, but no, I have not had it.
It doesn't even
I've had it
sound
at
good.
a church gathering. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What I'd have to know what else is in it besides carrot and raisin, because carrot raisin salad just doesn't sound good.
Well, see, I like carrot cake or carrot muffins that has raisins in it. So I could see that I might like that. I don't know.
You know, it took me forever to try carrot cake because I just could not wrap my hand around carrots being in cake. I just like, no, that cannot be good. Why? How can
It's
you make
delicious.
it taste?
It's delicious.
So,
With cream
so-
cheese frosting? Oh.
yeah, and it was the same with zucchini bread because I'm like, how can you make zucchini bread taste good? Because it's got a zucchini and I just don't get it.
Vegetables do not belong in my cake.
Pretty much, yes, like, but I like them now because I made myself try them. But you know, the head, you know, it's
No, I understand what you mean. Yeah, no, for sure. It's hard to wrap your head around something like that. That sounds good, Tiffany. Cheesy fluff.
It is good.
Spike, Snake, and Joey from the original Degrassi are on it. Oh, yes. Spike is one of the girls' moms. That's right. That's right. God, that's showing how old I am now. I hear Spike and I think Buffy. Yeah.
and that's what I think too. Yeah.
Moira says, thanks so much for all the fun as always. Have a great rest of your evening, everyone. It's carrots, raisins, and Miracle Whip. Okay, pass. Giant pass.
I was like, that's even grosser.
You had me carrots, raisins, and then you killed it.
Yeah.
I'm getting hungry with all this food talk. Yeah, sorry,
Yes,
guys.
stream.
I like that Spike too. And I love carrot cake. I was actually going to have it as my wedding cake, but I changed my mind.
I love carrot cake.
Because Garrett said no, basically.
And I would be like, this half of the cake is mine. It's carrot. This half of the cake is whatever you want.
We ended up doing pie at the end of the day, so it really didn't matter.
My cousin's wedding that I went to like a couple weeks ago, they had cupcakes.
We did cupcakes too. You do whatever you want. No carrots,
That's right.
raisins, and mayo, but still, ugh. Glad I'm cooking dinner because I'm starving now. I'm not sure I'm hungry after this. Weird mixes. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, everybody. But thank you all so much for joining. You guys got anything coming up on your channels this week? I know Storm and I have some announcement coming up.
Ooh, I had my May wrap up come out today for Cozy Mysteries, and my May romance wrap up will come out sometime this week.
Excellent. Anything else other than the announcement, Storm?
I have I'm gonna upload it tonight because I've got it finished. But my weekly reads. If I don't get it done, it's gonna be a weird weekly reads like from like 2 weeks
A
ago.
year ago.
From 1 month ago.
My weekly reads from last month. And I don't know what else I'm going to put out. I did get a couple requests on my last video that people were asking me to talk a bit more about the size change in the Harlequin books. So, because I'm off work tomorrow when I get back from my doctor's, I might sit down and just go ahead and film that rant video because I'm pretty sure that's what it's going to be.
I don't like it.
Cleaning.
I know. I went to Walmart and I'm like, what is this?
Yeah. So we shall see. But anyway, guys, that is it. Thank you so much for joining. I know PK is doing sprints this week. It's on the Discord. And we're back to regularly scheduled programming this Sunday, right, Tiffany?
Yeah.
Yeah, and this Sunday's another scavenger hunt, right? And I don't remember what it is. Off the top of my head, I don't.
Does
remember.
anybody know in the chat what the scavenger hunt is this week? If not, we can always check and post it in the Discord. So do check the Killing Times with Cozy's Discord group. But yeah, thanks, ladies, for joining me. Have a great night, and we'll see you later. Bye.
Bye, everybody. Thanks.